Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Rebel Galaxy Hard West Edition. You know what? Let's visit the bar. Do not know you.
They call me Splitter. Word is you're looking for a pilot. That true?
Yeah, that word is right. Can you handle yourself in a
Nobody knows the badlands of this sector like I do. I'll still be breathing long after you're gone, mate.
I'm just asking, douchebag. So what do you fly?
My Betty is a Cardiff gunship, and she's a beast. Don't you worry about that.
Good to know. You know what you are hired.
You're the boss.
So you're coming with me. Oh, he has a news board. You know what? We have a slight topic here. Role-playing, because you can actually role-play in this game. As I said, you can be a merchant, you can be a bounty hunter, you can be logistics, you can be a merc. And we also have security stroke patrol missions on the mission board, so you can do that as well. And here we go with the mission board. The world around you doesn't revolve around you. Things happen without you. For example, in Dark Souls, where I still think. Yes. Other than Dark Souls, where I still think you can't really roleplay unless you write the shit. Okay, here's the thing. As I said, you can be here in Rebel Galaxy a trader. So there are a few prerequisites you have to do. First, you have to go to the commodities market and look for the prices. You also need a ship with a lot of cargo hold. And you have to look at the news. Because all of this affects prices for certain goods. That's the thing. So, tech boom. A scientific boom on Alchemist Arceus has resulted in a surplus of high quality tech gear. So, I am not a trader, so I do not know what that actually means, but apparently there's a lot of tech, and there are probably stations and systems that want tech. So you can go to Alchemist Tertius, buy the tech, and just ship it out. That also means you have to flee from battles, because I doubt that you actually want a lot of firepower. It helps, but it isn't the primary concern. You want a lot of cargo and probably a lot of hull and shield and a deflector, so you can get out. That's probably primary for that. In Dark Souls you can say I'm that, that and that, but there's only one solution to any given problem. Other than NPCs technically asking, do you want me as a vendor, yes or no? In Dark Souls, you only have violence as a solution. You can run away to some extent, yes, but...
Good eye, mate. How about a beer?
No thanks, but at one point you will run up against a fork wall, and behind there is a boss. And there are bosses you have to fight. The gargoyles, Quelac, Asylum Demon, the Witch of Izalith, Ceaseless Discharge, Ornstein and Smo, the Four Kings, Nito, Seath, Gwyn, then, how do you get the most of the materials for upgrading your stuff? First, a currency, souls you have to kill. You have to grind. Then, farming. There are things you can farm. You can also buy, but souls. You have to kill either way then. Here's another thing. Another boss I forgot. Pinwheel. Also mandatory. Because he actually sits between the catacombs and the Tomb of the Giants. You have to kill that guy.
There was a huge mining strike a few weeks back. Wish I'd have bought in on that before the prices went up. Missed me millions, I did.
Yes, yes. So, violence in various shapes, yes. You can crush, slash, stab, burn, electrocute. Throw magic at them. That's it.
I got a few tips on local bounties, but that's something you have to pay for. Alright, here's the coordinates. I'll mark them on your chart. Good day, mate.
So, still violence. And if you do the DLC, then the mandatory boss is there. Sanctuary Guardian, Artorias, Menace. Yes, I also forgot Sif. Also a mandatory boss.
Stellar map.
Bounty coordinates. Huh.
What's next, boss?
Bounties.
Engines at maximum.
So, yeah. Then we have the NPCs.
Accelerating to
You are
sublight.
there for them,
Collision warning.
and by that I mean you exist. They
Accelerating
notice
to
you.
sublight.
They talk to you, but there aren't really a lot of interactions with a lot of them. That said, there are interactions
Exiting
with
sublight.
Siegmeyer. You can save Solaire,
Threat level yellow.
which is a little bit weird. There. Seems so. Yes.
Well, look what we got here.
You're doomed.
Missiles inbound.
So yeah. Laurentius. A good thing.
I won't forget this.
Bounty received.
That said, the most meaningful interaction you have with
Scatter
him
turret.
is
Missiles inbound.
who want to keep me as a vendor. Yes or no? Which is a little bit disappointing. Say, the Tetris.
Willing to engage.
Weapon overheating.
So, yeah.
Broadsides. Accelerating to sublight.
Well, let's do main mission. So yeah, that's that. Petra is also this covenants as well.
Inhale. Full stop. Hailing.
Hey there. Orzu send you? You got my payment?
Yeah,
Pleasure doing business with you.
thanks.
Mission complete. Engines at maximum.
Safe traveling.
Yeah. The Covenants and Dark Souls as well. They're there for multiplayer. They do have lore behind them, meaning they have background. But other than that,
Exiting sublight.
they do not even have any impact on the world. You can be a Dark Wraith and nothing changes. You can wear the Dark Wraith armor. Does anybody from the NPCs remotely comment on it? No.
Exiting
You're
sublight.
basically wearing a uniform. You're making, in the world of Dark Souls, a
Accelerating
political
sunlight.
statement with that uniform, with your covenant. Nobody gives a shit. Skyrim has the same problem to some extent. Because, yeah, we want you to explore everything, which also includes every faction. Granted, there are two factions that are exclusive to one another. Imperials and the Stormcloaks, because, yay, Civil War.
Exiting sublight.
But for example, the Companions.
Mission complete.
The Companions. The Fighters Guild in Skyrim. The guards comment on it if you go through it. Oh, you have fur growing out of your ears. Oh, hello, Harbinger. That's it. Oblivion, for example, there the Fighters Guild also had a little bit more, but also feels like a little bit more impact, at least inside the guild. Once you're a guild master, everybody in the guild knows. Another flaw with Skyrim there. Even as a Harbinger, even as a top dog, you don't issue orders, you get orders. In Oblivion, you actually have a sense of, yes, those guys are working for me. They are giving me a share of the money. Still, you can't really issue orders, and you still work. But it's more. Here's the thing. I know you're right now really busy with saving the fucking world. I'm your second in command, so I will take it. You have a room here. Nobody's allowed there. You have it, your own chest, where we will put your payment, where we will put your share, and I will handle the bureaucracy. And if you come back to me and want to work, there is something for you. But the companions, you have 3 people you can take jobs from. Ayla, Farkas and Vilkas. None of them are your second in command. Granted, the companions don't really have a hierarchy, just werewolves, non-werewolves. And another thing in Skyrim, which also translates to Dark Souls, the Covenant's there. The Circle, the members of the companions who are werewolves. It's supposed to be that secret, and there's supposed to be that struggle against werewolf hunters. With Silver Hand. Nobody cares. Nobody in the companion cares about anything in that regard, other than, you know, the werewolves circle. They care about the Silver and the others. And yeah, this lycanthropy they have, the circle, is supposed to be a secret. Now, the non-werewolves are therefore not supposed to know. You hopefully get what I'm trying to say. Those non-werewolves don't care. They know, yes, the Sylvant is something. They don't like us for some reason, but I don't care. They don't even do remotely some digging. And if you even remotely do some digging in that regard, the whole thing falls apart because they should know at one point those guys are werewolf hunters. Why do they attack us? Why do they target specific members? And why do they kill our harbinger? Again, the lycanthropy inside the companions is supposed to be a secret. The Underforge is supposed to be some secret as well. At one point it all goes out of the window once Kodlak is dead. Because all the companions stand there. Nobody wonders why they attacked. Even nobody in complete White One. Nobody in the city. Or the guards, the Jarl. Nobody asks question. Because werewolf hunters killed a respectable member of the city. Kodlak Whitemane, the fucking harbinger of the companions.
Senso, amdoso poio potara, und trankte, zandobojino tronta, und jituna in Rasputin.
So, it's Oblivion did it better with the Fighters Guild in that regard. Because, again, there was a conflict, an economical one. The Fighters Guild A get less contracts, and their competitors recruited members of the Fighters Guild. So, what does the Fighters Guild do with you as a player after a certain rank? You are to infiltrate that organization. Which, by the way, had sweet armor. Sweet, stylish armor. And as you go, you actually find out that there is something wrong with them. You basically experience it firsthand.
Follow me. On those okay to push Navra Rasputin.
And the thing is, with them, they take a drug, they have a contract, they go to the place and do the contract, supposedly. And you go back to one of those places. You work for them once, go back to them after you have cleared out and see you haven't killed goblins, you killed the inhabitants. Which is an actual problem. Just like the lycanthropy in the inside the companions.
Jandose, mando koboshe ondo kakwain kopa.
And I do not know if it's commented on because it's quite a while back since I played Oblivion. I need to buy it at one point on GOG. But Fighters Guild and Companions, difference like a night and day if you compare the two. Same goes with Dark Souls. Any covenant is just there for multiplayer. That's it. It's another excuse for multiplayer.
Ando simplo, romoton, gando zokon, ando boishi mundu, ando bojala.
It's
Dente, vendukukan, hantuyom bui,
It's the same thing there.
ratashaket dombaba.
The covenants have a backstory. They do exist somewhere. They have an impact somewhere. They have, to some extent, an impact on the NPCs, Solaire, Petrus and their governance. In Petrus's case, for example, it also brings a little bit of woe because of the whole story there. He is a warrior cleric. According to his armor, which we will never get because reasons. You have to acquire it by other means. And it has a description. It has balanced stats apparently. So yeah. But the description says everybody who has that armor inside the Way of White is a warrior cleric, high ranking, and Petrus has a warrior cleric has to look after a noble, a purebred. That's the effect the Covenant has on him. Hasn't any effect on you other than, yeah, it draws closer other player members of the Way of the White. No. You can go. I don't even know if it even has ranks. Don't think so. It just is there actually. You can't even advance. Unlike the Chaos Servants. Can be +1, +2, +3 there. That said, it's Chaos Servants are just there. You give humanity to the Fair Lady, that's it. No recognition whatsoever.
Engines at maximum.
And that is with a lot of other covenants as well.
Accelerating to sublight.
With ranks there. You have advancements, so to speak, which is just you did arbitrary thing which has no impact. The covenants are there for multiplayer. You want to be an invader? Go Dark Wraith, because at one point you will have access to the complete Red Eye Orb.
Warp inhibited by hostile craft. Exiting sublight.
Let's burn them all.
I'm on it, buddy. Still, it's just multiplayer.
This isn't allowed!
Cargo nuts and bolts.
Scatter turret.
First, you. You better scare
Weapon
towards us.
overheating. Weapon overheating.
Engaging.
Broadsides.
It's quite disappointing to have
Accelerating to sublight.
something that may allow role-playing,
Scatter turret.
but it hasn't
Missiles inbound.
actually any impact on role-playing, because you don't impact it on the... It doesn't have any impact on the world.
Accelerating to
Whatsoever.
sublight. Missiles inbound.
It doesn't give you any
Let's got him.
recognition,
Ruin to engage.
because they're just arbitrary.
Broadsides.
And ranks,
Accelerating to
you
sublight.
can't say at one point, Petra's work for me, or you will never comment. You'll never comment on it. Ever.
Engaging. Son of a...
Bounty received.
You know what? Probably I may only not long
Exiting
cargo.
sublight. Hold full.
Oh, never mind.
Hold full. Collision warning.
I want to warm. It's... nobody comments on it.
Exiting sunlight. Threat level red.
Oh, it's red. Then screw that. So yeah, nobody in Dark Souls comments on your covenant, especially if you are wearing armor. Okay, I said no.
Or prohibited by stellar
Nobody comments on it. Dark Knight, just, for example, comments on it when you join Dark Knight. So their comments on
Accelerating to sunlight.
it if you join his covenant, so on and so forth. That's all you will get, ever. You can wear Dark Wraith armor and be a warrior of sunlight. It will not cause any discomfort with anyone.
Looks like our little ruse paid off. Take him down.
Scatter turret.
It's weird. It's just plain weird.
Weapon overheating.
And think about it. Dark Wraith armor is a political
Weapon overheating.
statement.
Engage it.
So why the fuck doesn't anyone comment on it? You're wearing the armor of
Weapon overheating.
Confirm kill.
who devour
Broadsides.
humanity, extend their lives to save themselves.
Engage it.
It us basically saying, I'm the threat to you.
Bounty received.
But nope. Nothing of the sort.
Accelerating to sunlight.
They are just there. And if people want to argue,
Accelerating to
but
sunlight.
role-playing Dark Souls, I say no. The only solution in Dark Souls is violence, ultimately. The Dark Souls main game. The only choices you really have in Dark Souls main game are, do you want to keep the vendor, yes or no? Because the plot will happen anyway, regardless if you say yes or no. You can piss Friend or you can piss Cat off, you can piss both off, it just doesn't matter. Friend will not close the door. Cat will not deny you access.
Safe trap.
You can just jump down. Because that is what you do.
Threat level yellow. Collision warning. Scatter turret.
You know what? You get in.
Satellite boosters depleted. Exiting sunlight. Accelerating to
I want
sunlight.
to screw you up.
You're not going to be in any trouble, are you?
Nope.
Broadsides.
Okay.
Scatter turret.
Confirm kill.
Oh. So if people want to argue you can roleplay, then I will say What was your last meaningful choice in Dark Souls main game? Regarding a
Docking.
character that isn't Siegmeyer or Solaire. I will bet you any amount of money you can't say anything in that regard. But Laurentius, you can say, yes, it's a question. Do you want to keep me as a vendor, yes or no? That is the question. And once you have access to Andy or even Quelana, and you have bought him out, by him I mean Laurentius, who needs him anymore other than let's just let him sit around.
Engines at maximum.
What am I supposed to deliver something here? Oh. Oh, I did.
Accelerating to sublight.
So yeah. That said, the DLC on the other hand has those meaningful choices regarding characters. Because it actually affects them. Do you give Kieran Doria's soul, yes or no? Will you kill Calamite? Which will affect Goth, yes or no? Those are choices on the character level. Those guys still do not comment on covenants. For example, if you go there in Darkwraith, I'm our Darkwraith. Nobody will bat an eye. Oh, Marvelous Chester as well. If he invades you and you beat him, he actually changes his attitude towards you. Which is amazing. And yes, Petrus will also change his attitude towards you once you paid Lord Rek to actually give you some information about it. Because he has no reason anymore to, hide it. But doesn't really add
Warp inhibited by stellar mass.
anything
Collision warning.
towards your ability to roleplay. It's just it fleshes his character out way more.
Port shields down. Accelerating to sublight.
So, Dark Souls has RPG elements, levels, stats, character progression, but we also have all those in other games. The role-playing elements are not there, at least not in the main game. Yes, you can fashion up, but there will be no comment on it. Nobody cares. For them, you just exist. In Dark Souls, you are a puppet, a witness. Where that witness the stories of other characters and to witness a plot. and to
You were completed by
drive the
stellar
proverbial.
mass. Collision warning.
That's your entire purpose in the game. That's also why
Accelerating to
Yup.
sublight.
only solution.
Exiting sublight. Hold full.
What?
Full stop. Bounty detected. Full stop. Hold full. Collision warning.
Why?
Full stop. Hold full. Full stop.
It. Okay. But yeah. Dark Souls. It's grand. But in the end, you are nothing. You are just a plot device.
Stellar map.
Full.
Engines at maximum.
Fuck.
Accelerating to sublight. Exiting sublight.
Didn't I just... Hold on a second.
Accelerating to sublight.
How did I... Okay. Navigation, maybe? No. Huh.
Stellar map.
Set as primary. There you go. Dark Souls is an RPG, but not a role-playing game. Slight difference if you ask me. Because what do you need for role-playing? A world that doesn't revolve around you. B, factions that have an impact on said world. And C, the player having an impact on the environment around him. That's why, for example, there are guards that patrol the cities and more than...
You picked the wrong fight, Cutter.
Shut up. And, for example, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. Because stealing is bad. You can do it, but if you get caught, there will be consequences. So, yeah. You need to make an impact as a character So, that also includes dialogue. What dialogue do I take? Even if it's just the flavor of yes or no. Yes, it can actually be taken into account as well. Do I say a genuine yes, or do I want to be a jerk about it? You know what I'm saying? Do I decline? And if I do decline, does it have an impact? What happens outside of my range? And how does it impact me? Do I need to reconsider my approach? So on and so forth. That is needed for
Work inhibited by hostile craft.
play.
Exiting sublight. Scatter turret.
So those are at least 3 elements you need for roleplay.
Broadsides.
A world that doesn't revolve around you.
Work inhibited by hostile craft.
Actions that have an impact on
Red.
you and the world.
Scatter turret.
And you as a character need to have it.
Ah, fresh meat.
All of that is
Collision
not
warning.
given in Dark Souls. I'm sorry, it's not. If you want to say otherwise,
Collision
fine.
warning. Engines impaired.
But I'm sure.
Collision
All of
warning.
you
Broadsides.
now. Get through here very, very quick. Woohoo! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Mission complete.
Oh, thank God. And still a long way off that one. I can do on the Vanguard, but Jesus, shit's expensive, yo. Ugh. But I think that's it for today. It's warm. I need to write. I need to upload these. So, sorry for the negativity. But I actually had to ramble about it again. Outside of Dark Souls. Because here you can roleplay. I don't do it because I want to ramble. But you could. So with that, I will say good night and sleep well.